Right, welcome back folks. Today we're working on this Vauxhall Vivaro. This is a Vivaro Mark II, and what we're doing today is changing the track rod ends, as it's got a bit of slight play on the driver's side, and it's going for an MOT next week, so that'll be a failure. So we're trying to get the advisories done before it actually goes in. So let's take a look, and this is what the track rod looks like. Right, so we're just going to wiggle this disc now, and as you can see there's a bit of play in this. Look at this pin here, you'll see that bit of wobble there. And that's the problem. We can hear that when we're driving, we get a knocking sound. So we've already done the passenger side. We did have to cut the nut off because if you look on this one, you can actually see there's a hex head in there which you can hold back on, and you can get your spanner on the nut. And if you look on the one that's on the van, there's actually nothing there, or usually they do have two flat spots down here where you can hold us back on a spanner, but again that one's got no flat spots either. So what we had to do is we got our little Dremel tool and just took the side of the nut off there, and that gave us access to take the drop link out. Right, so that's that nut cracked off now. We only turn it half a turn, and then we'll move on now to hopefully get this top nut off, and we'll be able to change this part then. Oh, it's not moved.
Right, we'll hope we'll just move it backwards and forwards. Oh no, we'll carry on.
Looks like we'll get lucky with this one.
You've said it now, it's
dropped,
dropped,
did it?
Maybe if we can get the
little jack under it.
Jack.
Right, so we're using a little tactic here where we're going to jack this up onto the bottom of this joint just to put a bit of pressure on it, and hopefully that will stop the nut from spinning. So it's just popped that back up now, so hopefully that will put a bit of pressure on that.
And make sure your threads are clean on the nut,
yeah,
so it don't tighten up. There we go, so we can now undo that now, look. Just by applying a bit of pressure to the tapered seat. Otherwise we would have to cut this nut off as well. This makes life a little bit easier having a trolley jack or a bottle jack. Right, okay, that's the nut off.
So we'll drop that jack down now.
And if you're lucky, that should just drop out.
Just drop out.
You might have to tap it with a hammer.
Because you pressed it up.
Sometimes you just hit the side of it. There you go.
Job's a good one.
And all you do then is you count how many times you turn this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20.
Exactly the same as the other side, wasn't it?
So you just put that one on, 20 turns on, do your lock nut up on at the back, and that's the job done. But this ball joint was absolutely knackered. There was a lot of play in that, and as I say, it was split as well. So that's what we're going to do. So starting from the upside down position, literally turn it on, half, 1, 2, 3, all the way up, and then do your lock nut up where it was. That gets you the track rod ends in the ballpark. Ideally you should take it to a tracking station to get it tracked properly. That will just fine tune it. Otherwise, if you don't get your tracking right, you get wear on the inside or the outside of your tyres, depending on which way it needs tracking. So it's imperative that you get the tracking done afterwards as well. This gives you a ballpark figure.
And I'm letting him have a go on this side because I've done the other side, so it's a bit of training for him. Right there folks, so that's that all back on now. Let's take a look. As you can see, we've got our top nut back on there. We've done our lock nut back up half a turn where it should be, and I say this will be going for an MOT next week, and when it's in for its MOT I'll get the tracking all done as well, so it's all done and dusted then. Yes, hopefully we should get a clean MOT on this. I can't see any other jobs that need doing on it, but if there is, that'll be coming to the channel. So we're going to get the wheel back on. I can hear someone coming out now, so we're going to leave it here. I've had him doing a little bit today.
I've ended up doing all of it. Who's got the dirty hands? Look.
I've got gloves on.
Oh, there we go.
Work smart, not hard.
You better put the wheel on, haven't you?
So yeah, we'll leave it here, and until next time, we'll see you about.